What's going on, dudes and dudettes out there in Amp Pumperland? About a day and 2 hours ago, we were trading down here around this key fib level at the 618, where we had been consolidating for about 3 or 4 days after a massive blast off from down here in the 7/10 of a cent range. And we were saying that if we got, some closes above the 618 here on the hourly chart, we were looking at pretty well a clean breakthrough up to the 786, possibly up into the region underneath the 1.0 here, at which point we'd probably start backtesting and do a little bit of a resetting of our momentum, if you will. And that we did. So let's jump over here on the hourly chart and get a sense for what just happened. So you'll see we had been forward testing this fib level, and another point, the 1 cent psychological resistance range, for quite a while with a lot of wicks, but hitting both of them. Eventually, we got 1 hourly to close above and immediately dropped back down and failed to break up. However, you'll see this little bit flipped here, and it was pretty well straight to the moon. Over the past handful of hours, we have just been clearing this fib level, with a candle closing way up above the 618 here at about 1.24 cents, reaching as high as 1.28. So let's take this over to the 15-minute, because right now we're seeing some really fast price action. You'll see we wicked up here to that 1.28 cent range and immediately got this little sort of indecisive small candle, with relatively small volume compared to that pump. And then this happens, wicking all the way down to 1.093 cents, which was almost the beginning of this candle a few hours ago. Really, like it feels like a lifetime ago. So what are we looking at here then? We're posting a green candle now, but the thing to note is we're here on the 15-minute chart. We're looking at, because of how fast this is moving, we're looking at relatively insignificant time frames. So the question we're all asking is, what happens next? And what I'm looking for here, I'm not too worried about this 15-minute posting below the 1.16 cent range. I had to re-record this entire video because I kept calling that 16 cents. Prophetic of things to come, we shall see. If we jump over to the hourly, though, sorry, that's the 4 hourly, which I think is more substantial than, well, it is more substantial than this hourly chart. But if we post one hourly candle that's below that retracement level, I'm not panicking yet. My expectation is we're going to find support, hopefully at the retracement level. Possibly we'll get a couple that close down below, but I think we're going to be trading at that Fibonacci there. And what I expect to happen is, more than likely, I think probably over the next couple days, let's be realistic here. Let's jump over to the daily chart and let's go back and be realistic and note that the last time we, really smashed through 2 Fibonacci ranges, we consolidated for 3 days. And that was very quick. If we consolidate over the next 4 or 5 days, next week, just kind of consolidating in some sort of pattern that we have no clue what that's going to paint yet, what kind of pattern that's going to be painting on the hourly, the 4 hourly, the 15-minute. It's too soon to tell. But whatever pattern we start painting here in retracement is going to be kind of how we gauge what's going to happen next. So my indicators moving forward, which is really the important parts, is 1 or 2 candles close below here, that's fine. If we start seeing candles that have their entire body below this fib retracement level, then I get worried, right? If we start seeing a candle, let's say we close this candle right here. Let's do it on the hourly, just to paint a picture here. Let's say this candle closes here, for example, and we open another candle, and an hour from now, that candle is red, or is like trying to fight this fib retracement level and is struggling. then I start getting concerned. However, if we post a candle and it wicks down, and maybe it wicks down substantially, finds that 1 cent support range, I don't know, and then we break back up above this Fibonacci retracement, no worries at all. So start posting a couple candles on the hourly or even on the 4 hourly that have their bodies below that fib retracement level. Then we're short-term bearish, and then probably targeting 1 cent or the retracement down here at about 0.9783, really 0.98 to round it off a little bit, which is still compared to where we were damn good behavior. But either way, that's kind of the indicator I'm looking at is over the next few hours what happens around this retracement. This could end up being a fake out and we come back down. Let's hang tight. I wanted to post this video because I had several people ask for it. Let's hang tight here, see what happens over the next, overnight into the morning, U.S. time, and see what happens, and we'll have a better picture from there. But those indicators should be a good idea of what we may be looking at moving into the next few hours. Just watch for those candles above or posting multiple candles below that level. Ideally, what I'm looking for is in the next 16 minutes, this body climbs up above that fib level, we close the candle there. That to me is a successful back test, finding this as support. So that's what I'm looking for. Somebody made the joke in the comments, and I told them I had planned to. I was fighting not making the joke last video we did. I'm all amped up about AMP, and I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of people saying that here in the next months to come as this thing completely blasts off to whatever targets we're looking at. So here's hoping we get a nice consolidation at this fib level and then get a blast off up to here at the 1.4 or so level, which whenever we do get a candle that closes above this level here at the all-time high from the very beginning of when AMP token was issued, I'm not going to do that on the hourly chart, that'll take forever, way back here in September, as soon as we get a candle on the daily that closes above that level right here, it's blue sky. We're in price discovery. So that's about all I have for you today, guys. Have a good one.